Hello and welcome back to my channel IQD to USD Iraq's economic transition, a new phase of growth and cooperation. As Iraq navigates through the complexities of modern geopolitics, the nation finds itself at the cusp of transformation. With the global spotlight once again shifting toward Iraq's economic potential, recent developments signal a new phase of cooperation with the United States and substantial reforms within the country. This article delves into Iraq's evolving financial strategies, the dynamics of its currency, the implications of budget amendments, and the critical reforms that could shape its future. A renewed partnership with the United States. The transition of power in the United States under Donald Trump's presidency marked a renewed emphasis on Iraq. This partnership has brought economic collaboration into sharper focus, particularly as Iraq seeks to stabilize and diversify its economy. The cooperation is not merely about addressing the remnants of conflict, but also about fostering a robust financial framework that ensures long-term growth. One of the primary aspects of this partnership revolves around Iraq's financial operations, including its currency and national budget. The Iraqi Dinar, which has long been a point of interest for investors, has experienced fluctuations influenced by oil prices and global economic trends. The government's efforts to stabilize the dinar and align its value with Iraq's oil wealth form a cornerstone of its economic strategy. Understanding the Iraqi dinar's trajectory. The Iraqi dinar has historically been undervalued due to years of political instability and economic mismanagement. However, recent developments indicate a potential shift in its valuation. The dinar's performance is closely tied to oil prices, particularly North Sea Brent crude, which has been trending upward. With oil prices hovering around $80 per barrel, the outlook for Iraq's currency appears promising. Platforms like IQD on Z have been reporting fluctuating exchange rates, fueling speculation about the dinar's future. While some projections are optimistic, experts advise caution. Currency valuation changes, especially for a nation recovering from conflict, require time and stability. Investors are encouraged to monitor developments carefully and make informed decisions rather than rushing into speculative actions. The national budget, a catalyst for change. At the heart of Iraq's economic reform lies its national budget. Recent amendments to the budget law have garnered significant attention, as these changes could have far-reaching implications for the nation's economy. For a country heavily reliant on oil revenues, even minor adjustments in the budget can lead to substantial outcomes. One critical focus of these amendments is the equitable distribution of resources, particularly in the Kurdish region. The Kurdish region, rich in oil reserves, has unique budgetary needs that differ from the rest of the country. Addressing these disparities through budget amendments is a step toward fostering economic stability and improving public services. The government's efforts to finalize the budget and adjust rates have sparked widespread anticipation. If implemented effectively, these changes could enable better allocation of resources, enhance infrastructure, and improve the quality of life for citizens. The ripple effects of these reforms could transform Iraq's economic landscape and position it as a regional powerhouse. Oil wealth and economic potential. Iraq's vast oil reserves are both a blessing and a challenge. With approximately 145 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, Iraq surpasses many oil-rich nations, including Kuwait, which holds around 101.5 billion barrels. However, oil wealth alone does not guarantee economic prosperity. Kuwait's dinar, for instance, is one of the world's strongest currencies, thanks to prudent economic management and diversification efforts. Kuwait has invested in non-oil sectors such as finance and services, creating a stable and resilient economy. In contrast, Iraq's economy remains heavily dependent on oil, making it vulnerable to price fluctuations. To unlock the potential of its oil wealth, Iraq must prioritize diversification. This involves developing other sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and services. While progress has been slow due to political and logistical challenges, the government's commitment to economic diversification is a positive step forward. The importance of political stability, currency strength, and economic growth are inextricably linked to political stability. Iraq's history of conflict and governance issues has undermined investor confidence, limiting its economic potential. Addressing these challenges requires a multi-pronged approach that includes combating corruption, fostering transparency, and ensuring the rule of law. The Iraqi government has taken steps to implement reforms aimed at stabilizing the political landscape. These reforms are essential not only for attracting foreign investment, but also for building trust among the nation's citizens. A stable political environment will enable the government to focus on long-term economic planning and development. Budget reforms and their implications. The ongoing discussions in Iraq's parliament about budget amendments are a testament to the nation's commitment to reform. These amendments aim to address critical issues such as resource allocation, oil revenue management, and public service funding. One of the most significant aspects of these reforms is the focus on the Kurdish region. By ensuring equitable distribution of resources, the government hopes to bridge the gap between regions and promote national unity. This approach is particularly important in a country as diverse as Iraq, where regional disparities have often fueled tensions. The potential benefits of these reforms extend beyond resource allocation. By finalizing the budget and adjusting rates, Iraq can create a stable economic environment that encourages investment and supports infrastructure development. This, in turn, will improve access to healthcare, education, and other essential services, enhancing the overall quality of life for citizens. The role of oil in currency valuation. The relationship between oil wealth and currency strength is a recurring theme in Iraq's economic narrative. While Iraq's proven oil reserves provide a solid foundation, the nation's currency valuation depends on more than just resources. Investor confidence, economic management, and diversification all play crucial roles. Kuwait's experience offers valuable lessons for Iraq. By reducing its reliance on oil and investing in diverse sectors, Kuwait has created a stable and prosperous economy. Iraq, on the other hand, is still in the early stages of diversification. The government's efforts to develop agriculture, manufacturing, and services are promising but require sustained commitment. For Iraq's dinar to gain strength, the nation must address its political challenges and accelerate economic reforms. This includes implementing policies that promote stability, transparency, and investor confidence. By doing so, Iraq can unlock the full potential of its oil wealth and position itself as a key player in the global economy. Challenges and opportunities. Iraq's journey toward economic stability is not without obstacles. Political instability, corruption, and a lack of infrastructure remain significant challenges. However, the nation also has opportunities that can drive growth and development. One such opportunity is the global demand for oil. As one of the world's leading oil producers, Iraq is well positioned to benefit from rising prices. Additionally, the government's focus on budget reforms and diversification creates a foundation for long-term stability. Another opportunity lies in regional cooperation. By strengthening ties with neighboring countries and international partners, Iraq can attract investment and build a more interconnected economy. Initiatives that promote trade, infrastructure development, and cultural exchange can enhance Iraq's global standing and support its economic goals. The path forward. Iraq's economic transformation requires a comprehensive strategy that addresses both immediate needs and long-term goals. This includes 1. Political stabilization. Ensuring a stable and transparent political environment is essential for attracting investment and fostering economic growth. 2. Economic diversification. Reducing reliance on oil and developing other sectors will create a more resilient and sustainable economy. 3. Infrastructure development. Investing in infrastructure projects will improve access to essential services and support economic activity. 4th, reform implementation. Effective implementation of budget amendments and other reforms will enhance resource allocation and promote equity. 5th, regional and global cooperation. Strengthening partnerships with international allies will provide access to funding, expertise, and markets. Conclusion. Iraq stands at a critical juncture in its history. With vast oil reserves, ongoing reforms, and renewed cooperation with the United States, the nation has the potential to achieve significant economic growth. However, realizing this potential requires addressing long-standing challenges, including political instability and economic dependency on oil. The government's efforts to implement budget reforms, stabilize the dinar, and promote diversification are steps in the right direction. By building a stable and inclusive economy, Iraq can create a brighter future for its citizens and establish itself as a key player on the global stage. The road ahead is challenging, but the opportunities are immense.